I just finished watching the movie Prey, and it's goddamn hilarious. It's hilarious. Like the level of abject stupidity in this movie, it's just hilarious. Like this is a movie to laugh at because there's nothing to take it seriously. I didn't even bother doing, like, I started doing notes, but I'm going, for me to talk about all the plot holes, plot conveniences, Deus Ex Machinas, I can just go the movie, the whole, like, that's the movie, and the plot armor. Jesus Christ, the level of armor that is on this bitch, Nabu or Naru or whatever her goddamn name is. Like, you know what? This movie, the amount of plot armor on this bitch is like, it shouldn't have been called Prey. This movie should have been called Plot Armor, the Movie. You know what? I'm using that. I'm using that in the thumbnail. That's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm calling this movie. This movie wasn't Prey. This movie wasn't The Predator. This movie was Plot Armor, the Movie. It was just, it was like the beginning of the movie is really slow. It's boring or whatever. But once it picks up and actually starts to try to be an action film, that's when it's just goddamn hilarious. I'm going, what are you, like, I stand corrected, because even though it's slow at the beginning of the movie, the stupid starts from the beginning of the movie. Which was great, because it helped put me in the right mindset for what this movie was, to prepare myself for what was to come in this movie. Here's this is the scene. Naru is hunting this deer, and she's about to throw the hatchet at the deer, but as she's about to throw it, the predator's ship is in the sky. It makes the predator, oh my God, I'll deal with the predator in a second. Let me just get through this scene. So the ship appears, makes the sound. Apparently, nobody else in the area heard the ship make this boom that scared the deer, but whatever. Reality doesn't exist in this movie, believe me. So as she's about to throw the hatchet, the noise spooks the deer, so she misses the deer. Here's the thing. The deer, it's a full-grown deer, is now bolting at full speed. What does this movie have Naru do? Run after the deer. And I'm going, what are you doing? You're not going to catch up to the deer. And it was like, wrong. This movie actually has her catch up to a full-grown deer running at full speed. And I'm going, oh, thank you, movie. So in other words, this is a fantasy movie, that anything is going to happen. Whatever this movie wants to happen, it's going to happen. So I was, not only was I laughing at how stupid that scene was, I appreciated that scene because it now got me into the mindset of, oh, this is going to be a bullshit, stupid movie. Not to worry about it. Not to take it seriously. Get ready to laugh at the stupid. And again, after about a half an hour, when it starts picking up, you start laughing at this movie. But The Predator, it's just, I think it's because it's the director who did the Cloverfield movie, who has this mentality that you want to hide the monster until later on, which is stupid, because this isn't exactly the first Predator movie. So we know it's the Predator. We know what the Predator looks like. Constantly keeping him camouflaged in the beginning of the movie is ridiculous. Considering the scenarios in which he's camouflaged. Because the director wants to, like, slowly build up the hunting thing. So the first thing the Predator goes up against is a rattlesnake. And he's in camouflage. Like, he's camouflaged, right? Except the rattlesnake's going, I don't give a shit. I still know you're there. So it's like he's facing a rattlesnake who knows that he's there. I'm going, why do you still have your camouflage going on? The rattlesnake knows you're there. And if that wasn't enough, later on, he confronts a wolf. And again, he's all in camouflage. but the wolf still acknowledges and knows that he's there. So it's like you have the predator in camouflage against these animals, in which the camouflage has absolutely no value. So what was... You can turn the camouflage off. It's not working against these animals, you moron. and then it comes to the tech. Like, here's the thing. This takes place at around the 1700s, right? Like 250 plus years before the appearance of the first the Predator in the first movie, right? But he's got more toys. He's got more tech toys than the Predator did in the first movie, which is 250 years later. Except for some reason. So the Predator's got the spaceship technology, has the camouflage technology, has all these tech toys technology, but for some reason they didn't invent the laser. He still has the laser sights, but apparently not the laser gun. He's got more toys 250 years earlier than he... To show how ridiculous and pathetic this movie is, there's a scene where the main character, Naru, I think her name is, right? She's running through the woods and she gets caught by a steel trap. She gets caught by a steel trap on her leg, right? She falls down, doesn't scream in pain. Her leg apparently doesn't even get hurt. Like her leg being caught in a steel trap is just an inconvenience that causes her to trip. She doesn't yell out in pain. Her leg isn't damaged. She can still walk and run and nothing. Now, the reason I bring this up is because later on, the Predator is caught in a steel trap. And when the Predator's leg gets caught in a steel trap, he screams like a bitch. Naru doesn't. Naru was like, oh darn, I tripped by getting my leg caught in a steel trap. And then later on, when the Predator's leg gets caught in a steel trap, it literally shows how full of shit and the amount of, it's just, you know what? The woke brigade is gonna have a field day with this bullshit, stupid movie. But here's the thing: everything that the woke bullshit brigade calls woke, I call bad writing, plot convenience, bullshit writing, plot armor. Because to me, Naru could have been a male character, and if the exact same thing happened, I could actually still call out the stupid. The woke bullshit brigade can't. That's the thing about the woke. It's not that I want to talk about the woke bullshit brigade, but I know that they're gonna have a field day with this movie. But just to establish how full of shit they are, if the Naru character was male, they wouldn't be able to make any videos because it's not woke. It's a guy, but because it's a girl. So yeah, I'm bringing it up because I'm going, don't look at this movie as, oh my God, it's woke, a woman can do whatever. It's a main character. Whether the main character was male or female, the same thing would have happened and it still would have been just as stupid and it still would have been just as hilarious. There's earlier, spoilers, I don't really care. Midway through the film, right, there's a scene where I guess it's like a wetland or whatever, because it looks like regular grass, but she sinks in and she starts sinking into it, right? And she rescues her and she's calm. Nothing bothers this bitch. Nothing bothers this bitch. Gets caught in a steel trap, not a problem. Gets trapped and is about to die, calm, collected, everything great. And I'm watching it, I'm going, oh, thank you, movie, for letting me know Because when I see her sinking into that little soft, wetlands or whatever that's called, as soon as I see that, I go, oh, thanks, movie, for letting me know how the predator's gonna die at the end of the movie. Because guess what? That's how the predator dies at the end of the movie. Oh, and she's got this. I love this. This is how ridiculous this movie is. I'm just laughing at this movie. So there's a scene where, Naru, this dumbass bitch, wants to be a hunter, right? So they show a scene with her with the hatchet, and she's trying to hit these rabbits. And the movie actually shows her missing the rabbits. So the movie is establishing she sucks as a hunter. She can't hit jack shit. But then she comes up with this brilliant idea. She makes this rope, attaches the rope to the hatchet, and I'm going, what's that gonna do? What's the point? Nothing. Oh no, hold on. Actually, it is. Apparently, the rope is magic, because she starts practicing, and I'm going, you're gonna practice with a sharpened hatchet on a technique that you've never used before. So you're gonna throw the hatchet against the tree, pull it back, and catch it, are you? No, it's not gonna happen. Which is why in the movie, you never actually see her catch it, because the movie is going, she can't possibly catch it. So she just has it, quick cut, and then she throws it to another tree. Pulls it back, quick cut, and then she's got it in her hand, and then she throws it again. So and she does this in like an afternoon. She literally learns a new way of throwing a weapon within an hour or so, whatever, right? Then after she's perfected this, again, I don't give a shit if it's a woman. I don't give a shit if you want to pretend it's a Mary Sue. Because if it was a male character doing it, it would be just as full of shit. So then, after she does this a couple of times, she's now proficient in doing it. The scene now turns and she sees a rabbit. The scene cuts, and then the next scene is her with 3 rabbits on the back, like 3 dead rabbits. And I'm going, what? How did she catch the rabbit? She couldn't hit the rabbits with just the hatchet, but what? The rope now added a magical ability to be able to hit the rabbits? It's just so ridiculous. And the fight scenes against, I understand that they have to have the main character speak English for the benefit of the audience, which is stupid because they speak English, but then every once in a while speak in Comanche. I swear to God, if I were to watch this movie with any pretense of taking it seriously, I'd have had an aneurysm. But the thing is, so they speak English, but they sometimes speak in Comanche. So apparently their native language is English, but every once in a while they slip into they slip into Comanche. Now I understand that they're speaking English, and I get that. But to make it even worse, they come upon some, I'm going to have to go French-Canadian hunters, because they're speaking French, and it's like the 1700s, so I'm guessing French-Canadian. And they have an interpreter. So the Canadian, the Frenchmen speak French. They get an interpreter to talk to the girl who they captured, and the interpreter speaks English to a Comanche. Like I said, this movie is hilarious. It is a joke. Like the idea, You have to watch this movie because you're going, how else can it, how much more stupid can it get? And it just gets stupider as the movie goes by. Now, there's a shit ton of other bullshit stupid in this movie. But the reason I don't want to cover it is because I want you to watch it so that you can enjoy it for yourself and actually be surprised. Because it's not a movie you're going to want to watch on purpose. Unless the only reason you're going to watch it on purpose is to laugh at it. So I don't want to give too much away. I guess I just wanted to give a little bit of examples of what to expect in regards to the absolute bullshit stupid in this movie. Because again, unlike No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness, you all went to go see that day one. So I knew you already saw the stupid, whereas I doubt you're probably going to be that interested. Because again, it's not even at the movie theater. It was like on Hulu or something, right? And it's just... Anyway, I could probably give you some more examples, but oh yeah, I threw away what little notes I had because it got to the point where it's like I stopped caring. I didn't care anymore, and I'm also tired, and the adrenaline from the rant has worn off. I'm calm now, and I don't care anymore. I'm good. So yeah, Go watch Plot Armor the movie because just to laugh at it and don't take it seriously and you know and please don't do the whole it ruined the Predator franchise, because the Predator franchise was ruined a long time ago. This is just continuing the tradition of screwing over what was once considered one of the great modern day monster movies. So, like, again, I stopped caring that these movies suck a long time ago. Same thing with Aliens, and was there another one? Yeah, same thing with Aliens. No, hold on, there was Predator, Aliens. It was Predator, Aliens, and the Terminator. Like I said, I'm tired. Leave me alone. So, yeah, that's it for me. I'm done. I'm out of here. See ya.